Well, you're most welcome to the GMODISM channel. This is your host Eric, and I have too many projects ongoing, man. I just have too many projects to do. Too many complex builds. So I thought let's just dive into like adventure mode. Look here, here's the plasma adventure. I haven't touched this. We were supposed to continue this plasma adventure, right? This was some time ago. 2023 to be exact. So this is a adventure playthrough where we're only allowed to use plasma systems. So yeah, here we are. I guess it's time to continue then. Let me get familiar with the controls. This is interesting. Right, so here is the controls, right, and we can turn like this, nice. And then we have, we can move there. All right then. So, we have some 80,000 materials before we starve, and starving is super bad because we won't be able to fly. Right, so that's an issue. I guess we should dive into... I wonder what plane even are we in? I'm gonna set up some cameras because now we gotten a new camera, you know. So I should set up... Yeah, I should set up some new cameras. Alright, so here we are. We have an outside cam like this. We have a far away outside cam like this. And we have this little cam like this. So that's nice. I'm thinking that we should probably be a little bit careful with what we're shooting. I'm gonna check these guns out. What even have we set them up as? This is a CWIS cannon mainly, right? Yeah, that's mainly a CWIS. And you know what? I'm gonna set this thing to be AI control only. So I'm gonna make sure these CWIS cannons are out of my controls. So only AI control. I do have an AI for these, I hope. Yeah, I do. So that's a pretty handy setting so that we don't accidentally take control over things that saves our ass sometimes, and they can do their combat business when we're not watching. So you just don't need to bother with that. Right, so now when we play the game and I take control over the cannons... Oh. I'll still need to set up these. Alright, so the barrels need to be set up as that as well. Right, so if I do that, they won't fire, yeah? Right. That's pretty cool. So now these guys will just handle their own business, and I can control this this front cannon, right? Which can be a neat little idea. And then we need to add some auxiliary guns as well. We do have some... Oh, that's just some detection turrets in the front. Yeah, this thing is 100%. Yeah, this is 100%. Oh, we got things incoming. That looks pretty scary, to be honest. Right, we do have a thing incoming there. I feel we should deal with that immediately. I think it's gonna go down. I think it's down. Hey, you! I don't like you coming in and flanking like that. How about you take some flack, my boy? How about you take some flack? Alright, that's no flack. We don't have any flack. That's just some plain old plasma. And what? Didn't I set you to be AI control only? Huh. Well, I guess that doesn't work. I was like thinking, whatever am I shooting with? That makes... I thought that like this makes no sense. Well... I guess... I don't remember, man. How do we set them up as like AI control only? I have no idea. Well... Ooh, I think we took some bad hit there. I don't know where the, like, things are. I guess we should slow down a little bit. Yeah. They can handle their own business. We do have slightly more material now, so we need to be a little bit less worried. Wherever do we, like, check? I haven't played adventure mode in, well, I haven't, it was 2 years ago, so, yeah, there is that. I don't remember shit. Where do we even check, like, at what level we are at? Is that, like, it's like escape menu or whatever? Warp difficulty 20. Right. That's where you check that. Now we can at least build this game in this game when it's paused. So I guess I'm just gonna pause it and look over this thing a little bit. Oh yeah, there's an adventure bell. That's handy. So I think it's room for improvement for our detection. So I'm gonna add some of our dackers, the trackers and detection units. And they're set up as AI control only, so I guess they shouldn't respond. Yeah. So we'll get some help there with detection from the side. And I think we should add one on top as well to get a little bit better field of view. Yeah, I guess we should. We can just add one temporarily here. We're gonna have a budget dacker here. Yeah. If you don't know about the dackers, by the way, check out the GMODISM channel. I did do the building of them there. Oh, my ladies and gents, we have like materials together. That's kind of neat. I don't think I should use this plane controller, to be honest. It is, it's a bit jank. Okay, come on. I should set up some, like, gather material routine. Why don't I have that? Why don't I have a gather material routine? Instead of just bothering with this myself. Well, that's like a tiny little boat. I don't need to care about this boat. Right, so we do have our... This is the primary command. This is an attack run. Capacity is full. Right, so I'll need to find the AI. Is that inside of here? In my little safe space? Maybe. And I feel like I should switch to some... like I have a thrust controller. I feel like I should have like a ship, just a plain old ship's wheel. Because I do think I have automatic altitude control in that jazz. Alright, we're gonna do it like this. We're gonna pause the game again. That's so handy we can do that now. And this is just some batteries and stuff. And that's our little core. We are apparently using the material boxes as somewhat armor. Oh, look at that. Well, we can't use missiles anyways. I'm gonna remove the missile units there. We need more GPPPP. There we have some repair bots. Automatic shield switch. Right. We have one of these good old Orion cores. And this Zeus controller, I ain't gonna use that. That's for the missiles, so we don't have missiles. We're not allowed. Now the GPPPP is almost fine. And I haven't found the automatic control for roll and pitch yet. Look at that. We do have them inside of here. Okay, and we even have a some pieces of GPPPP as well. That's nice. So I'm just gonna expand my GPPPP capabilities. Very nice. And I guess this box is EMP insulated and shit, so that's nice. We have some repair bots there too. I guess we'll need them since we do want to be not dead. We shouldn't have too many repair bots, honestly, but we are flying. If we crash, we're so dead. We can't get out of the water if we crash, and we're gonna be very sad. So yeah, we're gonna be very, 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 very sad. So that's why. Okay. Is the electric engine, that's like minimum priority. We should max priority our electric engines since we do have RTGs that can generate free power. So we obviously want to use that, right? Cool. Something else we messed up? Oh yeah, the routine and stuff. I feel that's kind of probably not very important. I'm gonna go here inside this little box, and this is connected to channel 1 actually. So I'm just gonna continue that a little bit, and we're gonna add a card slot. And then we're gonna have, I mean card slot, I'm very, very sorry. Behaviors, additional routines. Yes, thank you very much. Attack run. We're gonna have resource, no, not charge, are you crazy? We're gonna have resource gathering. What do you mean weakness? We don't have any weakness. Can be stationary. Thank you. No weakness. Play. Right then. And if we just go inside of our little miserable place, I'm thinking we should ditch this thrust controller. Why? Let's have a ship's wheel or something. Let's have a small little vehicle controller. And I feel we should have a small little vehicle controller in terms of, okay, sit in the chair. You know, like securely sit in the chair. I'm getting nervous that we'll accidentally jump out. Well, because I don't really wanna control. I want to like just, you know, not mess around with shit. Just, you know, go places. And now this should just gather material for us automatically, right? Yes, it does. Well, isn't that very nice? And now I suppose we're even using our RTGs as well. I guess our electric engines is powering, I hope. That's hopefully gonna stop the other engines from using too much power. Where is the, like, oh yeah, look at that. We're ticking up and down there, so we are using it adaptively. I think that's pretty neat. And this one too. I think we'll need to look for this, where the little engine is, so we can make sure it's actually also high priority. Yeah, this one was high priority. Okay, good that myself 2 years ago wasn't completely stupid. Well, I should be less bold. I'm gonna use the little adventure bell, and we shall summon a nice thing. And now we can like go into... Yeah, I should actually set up a breadboard so that we can have behavior, so we can... What? What do you mean full? Oh, right here. Attack run. Wait. So this one is resource gathering? Huh. Was it already working, perhaps? I don't know. Why did I have them like... Did I have a smart switch or something? Can't remember. Well, looks like we are maybe gathering resources. Oh, well. We salvaged those materials. Oh, we do have something behind us, I believe. Possibly. I don't know. Oh! It's a kind of tiny thing, to be honest. Gonna laze us too. Well, how about we'll just watch it die. I'm just gonna see here. I'm just curious. Will the resource gathering be active if we are not in an active combat scenario? I'm not 100% sure. I don't think it will, but maybe it will. Maybe it's set up in a smarter way than I thought. Man, we need to add so many more plasma guns. Here we have the big front plasma. And the CWIS plasma is cleaning up those missiles. And now it's... nothing is happening. Let's see if it gathers some materials. Well, it doesn't. So I guess we shall set up a breadboard then. Let's have a little hot breadboard and just have fun with that. Well, we're also having fun with some battles as well, it seems. Ladies and gentlemen, I did a thing. So, well, we can cover this first. It's not so important. I basically covered the wings with resource gatherers, so we can really suck them dry. And then we have done this beautiful thing. Look, it is a sanctuary garden. Isn't that absolutely lovely? So in this little sanctuary garden, well, we have the adventure bell. This is actually rubber, so we have EMP insulation, right? And inside of here, well, that now just got damaged, so that's very unfortunate. Well, now it's back. We have our little breadboard. So we can then, on the fly, add stuff like here. God, no grid and no blur, thank you. Well, anyways, we can then just on the fly add things to our breadboard, which I thought was a pretty cool idea. So, we are now going to do that exactly right now, coding, while we're doing some. I'm sure they'll handle the battles absolutely fine. Nothing could go wrong. If I learned anything from playing adventure mode, then it's that you should relax and, you know, just, you know, not worry too much. Just kidding, that's exactly what you shouldn't do. But this thing, it is honestly not the most dangerous thing ever, so I guess we're fine. Well, now we need to get some type of event input. Or maybe I try to remember here what we need actually. I think it may be event spawn. Let's see here. Enemy has been spotted, right? So I'm thinking how we can set it up. I guess maybe if a target, like if an enemy is spotted, primary target. I want to see if every enemy is dead, then enemy materials destroyed. Maybe we should go to. Maybe we should do a thing so we can pick up the coordinates from somebody dying. And then like going there and picking them up. That could be pretty cool. I don't know. Well, in any case. If a target is spotted, then we should do AI generic block setter, I believe, right here. And we're gonna set this to... Let's see, our mainframe, I think it is. Or perhaps it is the cards. No, I think it's AI mainframe. Then we should find the look ahead. No, let's see here if we can find the different things. No, it's actually another component. I forgot about that. Behavior selector. So here we have the behavior. So if we have a target spotted, we should be going for attack run. Is it just like this? Maybe. We'll see. And we'll see. You know, I know some bread now, but not that much. So if target is dead, I guess we can have... we're just going to copy this thing and we're going to set it to resource gathering, right? Huh. And, well, now we are at resource gathering, so then possibly it should switch to attack run. No? The target has been spotted, right? Why do you even have a... I feel like this shouldn't even have a behavior, right? And here we have an attack from base. This is high fire, right? Nice. It has now... Okay, let's see if it switches to... If it switches to material gathering whenever the enemies die. Oh man, this looks kind of scary, to be honest. I don't like that. I don't like that. Look at this splatter too on the sauce. Very scary. Are they sowing whales? What are they doing? Well, pretty rudimentary bread, I must say that.
Engaging now.
You like also just shoot that thing? Look at that. I don't want to get flamed by that. I want to keep it at distance. Very nice. Can't aim in that direction. Oh, maybe it considers this like we can't be touched by it anyways. Oh well, there it lost some parts. Well, isn't that nice? I don't want to take any chances. I'm thinking we're gonna fry this thing. Look at that. It's gonna die. Very nice. So, if we look here at... Oh yeah, we are now resource gathering. It looks like our half-assed bread kind of works. Isn't that very fine? Now we found another target, however. Maybe. I don't know. Perhaps it switches later. I feel it's not totally reliable. There is some other option which is like enemy present. Alright, so we also have other input values, right? Constant random number speed, propulsion, event input, primary target info, right? What? Chords universal. Is there a target? Yes. If there is, okay, otherwise 0. Cool. Cool, this is like a lot. Oh yeah, cool. We can totally use this to go and gather stuff. So we're gonna have this. Is there a target? Yes. Then we're gonna go for attack run. And then we can probably, yeah, this is gonna be a better. Let's ditch that thing. Add an not gate there. So if there is not a target, well, then we should gather resource. Well, that's mighty fine if I can say so myself. Hey, aren't you dead yet? That must be a new one. That's probably a new one. Okay, I think we have a pretty foolproof bread right now. So we can probably just sit around here and let this gather in some resources so we can do an upgrade. You know what? I'm gonna do like this. No, we shouldn't save this. We should save the progress. Thank you. So that we will not perish. And yeah, this is just gonna sit around here then, and well, we do have some conflicting opinions on if it's okay to continue in adventure mode, where if you died once or not. People think different. I don't think we died anytime in this in this little fun times, if I remember correctly. But to be fair, it was like some good time ago. But I do remember I wanted to continue on this, so that we're doing. But I do have another thing, like another playthrough of the adventure mode that also is not done, you know. But we died there. We died in a really stupid way, so that's why we haven't continued on doing that also. Well, I don't know why we must go forward like this. Can we like stop portion? Oh well. Looks like we entered the combat. What do we have over here? A tiny thing. I don't think this is gonna be a threat. Stalbart. Well, I'll be back when I gathered some resources, so see you in a while. I found a little scary thing. You know, these guys, the material containers, they have a flammability of 200%. I think when I played this last time, I'm not sure, you know, all of this with flames was a thing really. So yeah, we're gonna make it a little bit safer where we keep our fuel, because we had our fuel stuck in between those material boxes over there. So we are instead making a well, safe little container, so to say. I think we're gonna have it compartmentalized into 2 pieces. I mean, it's not like nuclear, but it's not safe. We're gonna stick our fuel tanks inside of here. We can have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Well, that's probably fine. Yeah, because we need to have larger engines and stuff. That's why we are beefing up the fuel tanks here. Also, I, for obvious reasons, remove the ones that were sticking inside, that were just stuck inside of the material storage containers. That's gonna be difficult. And I don't even know what the fighting is going on. Maybe we should check that. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? We're gonna talk about the different styles within the Onyx watch and all of that in the From the Depth podcast later. If you haven't tuned into that, it's on Spotify and YouTube, of course. Well, now we do have some more. We're just gonna seal this off a little bit. Yes, we can sneak in some more fuel into here as well. Just gonna do a plain old fill. I hope I was building with symmetry plane. Oh. Good thing. Can't redo during battle. Well, alright. Fuel is now here. Very nice. We still have 200 materials, so 200,000, I mean. So we should add some stuff. I am in the seat, right? Okay, good. I'm thinking, it's a really stupid system, but I kind of want to use my plasma artillery thing. I have this bomb somewhere. It's a plasma. Oh, fucking hell. 15,000 materials for this? Are you kidding me? I kind of forget how expensive plasma is. This isn't even funny. Well, this is like a charged plasma, so it takes forever to reload, and it just drops this bomb basically. But yeah, I want to have some of these basically. I want to have my little broadside. So we're gonna do that. We're totally gonna do that. Thinking perhaps we can have like, make sure they don't collide with the outputs too. Maybe we can have like 3, 1, 2, well, that's 8 of them. That's like 100,000 materials. And we are going to arrange them so that they can only aim to the sides later on. But well, I guess that will be a later thing to deal with. I'm gonna fix this a little bit neater. I guess that's a neat little temporary box. Where are my cameras? Okay, there we have it. Now, when we have it like this, they won't be able to aim, you know, so far. They will be kind of stuck, so they'll only fire if they are like really having a good way to shoot. good place to shoot at. But yeah, they take forever to load, and they're expensive. Probably a bad idea. I should probably not have installed that, but whatever. Now we have them. Well, that sounds intelligent. But yeah. Adding this little thing for somewhat aerodynamics. And we're stuck in like difficulty 20. I guess that's embarrassingly low probably. But I also boldly claimed the different difficulty levels higher and higher previously and just died. And the tips I've gotten from you all is that I should stay in, I should know my place, you know, and stay in a difficulty level that's not insane until I actually got a few materials so that I can, you know, basically get something that's more sophisticated than a inflatable boat with an RPG, which may have been a tactic I've utilized earlier. Somewhat. Well, isn't that very nice? 100,000 materials. Well, we can't stay here forever, can we? So I'm thinking perhaps we should escalate. I think so. Now is the question, because the resource zones here is just sad. They are so sad. It's fun. I can't really control this really effectively. Alright. I added some more backwards thrusters as well. That's nice. Probably we should actually get a controller that can do some more fancy stuff. Oh, we're getting shot at. Doesn't look like a too scary thing, does it? I guess we can take that out. Yeah. I think you're moving too fast there. I'm gonna shoot at that little wheel. Oh yeah. Look at that. Grinding to a halt, are we? Yes indeed. Ooh. There a bomb dropped. You saw that? That was so much damage. 4,000 material. Probably used more in just ammo. Right, we're gonna try to dive into one of these resource pools. It's not resource pools, I mean escalation portals. Going to the higher levels. Let's see here, altitude is dropping. Man, it looks like I'm gonna hit the water. I don't know if that's a good idea, to be honest. Let's just do it. Oh yes, look at that. Oh man, this was a bad idea. This was such a bad idea. Oh yeah, I actually thought about this, didn't I? That's why we have some ion thrusters, isn't it? That's right. That's right, we can actually get out of the water. I completely forgot that. Well, isn't that quite neat? I actually thought when I built this thing. Right, so now we are at difficulty 25. I don't really remember what the scale is. I said it was some time ago we played this, but it's fun to be back in adventure mode. Perhaps, I don't know, should we add the aerodynamic shield back there? No, we shouldn't. Why would we? We need more weapons and we can only work with plasma. So let's look at our inventory. 27,000. This is an insane system. This is a plasma slinger. It's absolutely devastating, but it's a charged plasma weapon. So it takes forever to reload, but when it's loaded, we have a lot of firepower stored. And this can actually be ideal to have in a play like this, because when we meet a scary foe, perhaps it had time to reload. Or maybe it hasn't had time to reload, then it's just very sad. And we have like a lot of interior stuff here too. Yeah, I don't know if we're ready for this system. We should probably pay attention to what's happening, because when I don't pay attention, shit goes down. Alright. Oh, look at that. Isn't that a cute little radar thing? And we have a little green light here to signify the starboard. Starboard is green and port is red. How neat. Sabre remake by Illustrious. Okay. I thought it would be some fun. Okay, it's fun with Easter eggs like that, but I also want to, you know, have some other stuff. Like lore stuff. Oh, look at that. Oh, you saw that. We dropped the bomb there. It's the thing in the purple. Ugh. They really hit hard. I kinda like them. They're worth their mats, man. Ooh. Just nuking them. Completely nuking them. So, I don't really know where to stick this thing. It's a bit too... Maybe we can stick it somewhere here. This thing is cool, man. It's like one plasma generator and just chambers. It's basically only chambers. That's all it is. This is what we want to have later, the Belenus plasma cannon. But this is large. It's for the sheriff, and I mean 300,000 mass don't even have that. That's what we got. The Primus plasma. And this I really want. I really want the Dominus X. This is like a shotgun, but that's really expensive too. So I think we should have some complementary Streaks Plasma Mark 1. It's really small plasma cannons. This is exactly what we want. We want to have some continuous damage dealers on different areas, basically. So we can actually see here, for example. That's gonna be perfect. Let's check out what's inside of here in the front. We got the plasma system. We got all our fuel. Yeah, this will be perfect. I think we can install like perhaps one there and one there, something like that. Can be 3x3, just like that. Let's check we even got the mats. Yeah, we have 100,000. We definitely got the mats to install these. They can be pretty, just like this. Nothing complex. It's just really small cannons. Plasma ports are really expensive, so we might as well add some armor on the side here. It's nice with 3x3 turrets, since you can just have them in a square hole. Something like that. And closing it up. We have this right now, right? Oh, there we got a hole that shouldn't be there. Like that. No hole. Okay, dub. Dub. What, was that something weird? Red, green, blue, green. Oh, it has no connection point, right? Yeah, well, that's perfect. That's perfect. The Strix Plasma is really cool because it has 3 barrels. I don't know. I think it kind of looks cool. That's true. Just a little long-range slugger like this. I'm gonna use the teal color for all the plasma cannons. Wow, 12,000. That's nice. This is the Plasmer. That's the name. Really? No. Right, we have a little revolution here. Look at this Skylight Flat Blast Mark 1 AA shotgun. So I made a turret that's only 1 block high so we can fit it on weird places. And man, this thing for almost 5,000 materials. The cost of plasma is just absolutely insane. Well, we already knew that, but now we finally have a gun which we can fit in the weird places where we need something, but you know, don't really have the space to have anything decent. We can at least have a little flat blast. Flat pack. Oh. Right, so now we should build on the main structure so we can actually add them, right? So this is an anti-air shotgun. It shoots 4 shells, I mean. 4 plasma charges against the enemy. And of course, they have a reload time, which is a couple of seconds. So it's not really fast fire like that, but it should provide some damage, right? Pretty nice. I think so. Something like that. We still have some materials, so that's neat, but now we got a couple of very flat guns. Better than nothing, I guess. So now I think we're ready to elevate ourselves to the next level. It's nice with 5x5 turrets because you can really fit them inside a box, a square for like 5x5 is the turret wall. Ooh, now we have a laser there. It's gonna be quite interesting to see when we come in there. I wanna see where my I wanna see if I know my scatter guns fire. Yeah, they fired. It takes some time to load up though. Alright. Oh, I'm so ready. They are pretty quick though when they blast in there. Ooh, that's a pretty bad hit. Oh no. You know what? I'm wondering. I think they kind of blast themselves, to be honest. That's bad. I'll need to investigate this a little bit more. Do you guys even have fail-safes? I don't remember if I even put fail-safes in there. It's an all-in-one local weapon controller. Yeah, you're fail-safed, alright. What's up with you? Oh well, I'll guess we'll see that later. Feels like all of these red portals are like spawned at sea level. I'm not sure I'm a big fan of that, but well, that's what we got to work with, so I guess we'll just aim for the closest one then. And then we'll graciously pitch down. Let's see our altitude. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, we got it. We got it. Awesome. Now we just need to Well, we can just release the control and let it stabilize itself. Fantastic. I wonder how efficient this is. It's mostly jet compressors, right? Good. So now we are at warp difficulty 30. See if any enemy appears. Or like if any resource zone appears. An enemy has spawned. Whoa. We're definitely shooting our own blocks. Oh crap. We're taking some damage. Oh, that's cute. Look at that. What a large caliber machine gun. Alright. I want to behold the bombs releasing some blasts here. Did we have a bad hit on the... Oh. What happened there? Oh crap. I think it's kind of the front of them. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I see how they are messed up. I thought I fixed that. I really thought I fixed that. Apparently I did not. Right. This little protective sleeve. That's the issue. Well, that's very stupid. I was pretty sure I fixed that, but apparently I had not. So I must have forgotten to save it then. Well, I do remember I fixed it on a vehicle they were on, but I thought I saved over the blueprint. Well, look at this. Yeah, they are blowing up their own nose here. Well, we can't have that. Maybe we'll fix a nicer looking front on them. But for now, I'll just need to like save over this thing to make sure that I don't forget to fix this, and we can do the aesthetical bit a bit later. Oh my. That looks like a pretty like large thing. The difficulty did increase a bit. Look at those bombs. That's why we have them. They can alpha strike the way out of any situation. Now they're gonna take ages to reload, but well, whatever. We do have two of them ready on this side, so I think we're gonna do a quick little broadside. There we got them. Oh, bam, they missed. That's sad. Well, this is definitely a harder level, I must say. Not that I should be surprised, but... let's see here. Oh, I think we're gonna target some of these guns here. I want to target that barrel. Thank you very much. Oh, I'm not up for these crans reloading, sir. Ah. Looks like it's going down. How nice is that not? How about you not get out of the water? Let's see here. Oh, bam. I should leave it. I should leave my Seawiz cannons to do their job, I feel like. We totally can't have them crams hitting us. That would be a disaster. Alright. Well, I love our little sanctuary here where we have our AI breadboard. We are definitely going to do a lot of fun things with that. I'm very curious though. I want to see the resource zones on this map. Are they like still? Oh, that's only 1,000. I thought the resource zones kind of grew a little bit with things. Health too low. Look at that. We're actually like outspeeding them, shells. That's crazy. Look at that thing. It's gonna despawn any second, right? 2 damaged. Oh! That's a cute little Onyx watch thing. We got 30,000 mats. That's nice. Oh no! I don't feel for those cram blasts. Alright. I feel they're flanking us a bit. I'm gonna focus on one of them like that. Good. Focus fire in the middle, just like that. Excellent. We got that under control. This is certainly a lot more challenging, this one. The difficulty has increased. We're gonna go for the propulsion a bit. And I'm a bit scared of taking over these weapons, because when we are taking over them weapons, we don't use any of the plasma for Seawiz, which we do kind of want to do. Well, looks like that didn't help too much. Oh, bam! I'm gonna release the control here. Plasma. Oh, we're a bit low in engine power. That is an issue. Zoop, 14,000 mats. We are 10% down in health. I think we should stop our engines and chill a little bit here. Truth be told, I'm a little bit tired, and this is the main reason that we should end this little episode right here, because I feel like I'm gonna start making mistakes soon. We really got this little adventure to an interesting point, so we're gonna make sure to do a save of this slot here. Definitely. Well, that's very cool. Now we're gonna mine a little bit and do some repairs, and well, do tell me in the comments if you want us to continue on this little playthrough for videos. Or if I should maybe play it on stream or something like that whenever we feel like it. Do tell that. Also check out the Relaxism and the GMODISM channel too at the end screen as well to get some more content. Thanks a lot for watching, and big thanks to our Chancellor Super Dave, Admiral Dragon X62, Commanders Ben Wilkin, Jelfin, Lieutenants Ali Anto Cravey, Flowers Dagon, Daniel Saikin, Owen, Parba Greed, Vincent Veritas, Rick Prell, and Scooberox. I'll see you next time. This is your host Eric, and we're signing out. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.